Welcome to the Renaissance Museum.
Marriage of the Virgin, Raffaello Sanciso, 1504, oil on panel. The Marriage of the Virgin is part of an altarpiece created for a church at Città di Castello, Italy, and shows the marriage of the Virgin Mary and Saint Joseph. The painting, an oil on panel, was completed in 1504. Infrared reflectography reveals a dense set of lines covering on the temple door. These lines define the image perspective system. Thanks to this artifice, the temple becomes the visual center of the composition. The figures are placed in a semicircle, and their position balances the convex line of the architecture, which has been painted with such a precision that it is speculated the existence of a wood model. The front and back doors of this temple are open, and through it the viewer can see a bit of the hazy, sulmato painted background of hills and sky. In the foreground, a richly attired high priest claps the hands of both Mary and Joseph as Joseph prepares to place the ring on Mary's finger.
The next painting in our Science Museum is the Sixtine Madonna. This has a technique of oil on canvas. The Sixtine Madonna is one of the Raphael's most famous artworks. The painting takes its name from the church of San Sisto in Piacenza. Raphael painted it as the altarpiece for that church in 1513 to 1514. In Germany, the painting was very influential, sparking debate on the question of art and religion. This painting has 6 principal symbols that confirm it. The first one is the Madonna. Some researchers believe that the image of the Virgin Raphael painted from his mistress Margherita Lutti. The second one is the infant Jesus. His forehead is high and he is not a child. His eyes are serious. However, in this view, we see no edification, no forgiveness, no reconciling comfort. His eyes are open to the world and he looks with bewilderment and fear. And yet, in the view of Christ, is read determination to follow the will of God, determination to sacrifice himself for the salvation of mankind. The third one is Pope Sixtus. About Pope is known very little. Sixtus was the patron saint of the Italian papal king Robert. Therefore, his golden robes embroidered with archons and oak leaves. The fourth element are the hands of Sixtus. Raphael painted popes pointing with his right hand on the patron crucifix. Curiously, the artist has depicted the pontifex hand with 6 fingers, another 6 codified in the picture. This one is one sign that we are talking about, that he present these people with 6 fingers when he believed that they had communication with God or a sixth sense. The fifth element are the clouds. Some believe that Raphael painted clouds in the form of singing angels. In fact, according to the teaching of the Gnostics, they are not angels, and yet unborn souls who dwell in heaven and glorify God. The last element are the angels. 2 angels at the bottom of the picture disappointingly look into distance. Their apparent indifference is a symbol of the inevitability of the adoption of the divine providence. Christ ordained the cross, and the fate cannot be changed.
The Virgin of the Rocks is considered by some people to be Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece. This painting was first a commission for a new chapel in the Church of San Francisco Grande. The assignment was made by the Confraternity of the Immaculate Conception and was started in 1483. Because of some issues, like not meeting the requirements, some unfinished elements, and rarities in the painting, the work wasn't accepted by the Franciscans, which led Da Vinci to sell it to King Louis XII of France under requisition to make a new version of the work. Some of the remarkable characteristics or symbols would be the following: the placement of the figures in a pyramidal way, the figures themselves also, the Virgin, Child Christ, Infant John the Baptist, and the Uriel Angel. The child figures, Saint John at the left, Child Christ at the right, would be identified because of subtle symbols. The child at the left is adoring the other kid, and the right child is blessing the other one. The Virgin surrounds with one arm in a protective way little Saint John, but just has her other hand turned into Child Christ position, not even touching him. For balancing the painting, the angel was placed in the left, also making him a member of the little family group. Finally, the landscape behind the main elements is a representation of the view that could be seen in the painter's native town, Vinci.
Date 1530 to 1516. Museum, National Museum of the Louvre. Characteristics: 69 per 57 centimeters. Style: Italian Renaissance. Material: oil on board. When Leonardo painted this, he was suffering from paralysis on his right arm, which intervened with disability but not the intention. The artist focuses on St. John the Baptist. The dirt accumulated on the surface has accentuated the tenebrous effect. In this epoch, he was playing with light and darkness. The enigmatic smile of the prophet points, like his finger, to the cross that he holds up. The lack of light gives the painting a baroque symptom, and actually, artists such as Caravaggio and Zurbaran later imitated this. Only this one time, he worked with a uniformly dark background that replaced the proverbial landscape of the master. The mystery of the finger pointing towards heaven denotes the coming of Christ, announced by the Baptist. This iconographic element was frequently employed by Leonardo, that made John easily identifiable, mostly to the illiterate Christian public.